World of Sleepy in the building on What's Your Story TV.
Yeah. We just dropped the Subconscious Seeds 15-track album. We've been working on that for the past 3-4 years. Almost didn't happen so many different times, but we're here, man. We've arrived. You feel me? Sleepy season.
Sleepy season. Who is Sleepy? Can you take it back to your childhood? How was your childhood upbringing?
Yeah. My childhood upbringing was very up and down. Growing up, I had Tourette's, I had epilepsy, seizures. So I feel like my life was very fast-paced growing. I think, it was always one thing after another. Everybody always has their things, everybody has some sort of story, but I feel like mine had kind of shaped me to grow up a little quicker. And through that, as a byproduct, I kind of found music. I found expressing myself through words, through poetry, those different types of things. I would say it's been very up and down, but everything's a lesson, everything's an experience. I'm working out all the time, I'm eating better, my soul feels happier, and that just has come from conscious thinking, conscious eating, and even just very conscious about the people I surround myself with.
That's so funny you say that, because over here on What's Your Story TV, we deal with a crowd that has suffered from a lot of mental illness. I too myself has suffered from mental illness. So we try to bring awareness as much as we can over here on What's Your Story TV. That's why one of our slogans is what you say is important, but what we say is just as important. We try to give a voice to the people that doesn't have a voice over here on What's Your Story TV.
For sure.
So you come across like you have an interesting story. What's your background, if you would care to share your ethnicity?
Go keep it 100. There's a lot of times people kind of settle in places like the Midwest and lose sight of their culture, and then try to just grasp onto other people's culture. And not only is that not like necessarily cool, but like there's things in front of us, I feel like, that if we look close enough, we can pull from and be respectful with. Because I don't know, it's just a lot of culture vulturing is what I'm saying. So to be somebody that has European culture in my bloodline, to be somebody that has grown up around many different cultures, ethnicities, societies, I'm just blessed to have the life experience I do and have such a good head on my shoulders.
Let's talk about your music career. You just dropped a CD, Subconscious.
Yeah. I just dropped Subconscious Seeds. That's a 15-track album. Really encapsulates my journey along the years. My motto with my music is break the cycle. I feel like, whatever it is in specific, we all have a set of, a lot of people like to over dramatize it, call it generational curses, but I feel like there are certain burdens within our family, within our society, within the direct economy and environment that we're surrounded in, that kind of hold weight over us. And it's very easy to not only get caught in the web of the people around you and the people directly in front of you, because if you come from a negative society, then it's easy to just envision in your head that the whole world is negative. But what I'm trying to say is break the cycle. What that motto really means is that everybody has some sort of set of problems, but that doesn't have to define you. I feel like if you take the time to pick what you want out of life, clearly envision that and set a goal towards that, it's important. And not choosing is also a choice. A lot of people kind of let themselves float from place to place, or a lot of people just subconsciously feed into the negativity in society, in music, in media, even in the foods we eat, and just kind of let that take control. So overall, the whole idea of the world being yours is a very true statement, and everything's out there for the taking if you just look hard enough.
What is the best advice you've been given as coming up as an artist? I kind of went up a little bit ahead, because I want to kind of let the people know the artistry about you.
Yeah, that's a great question right there. I would say, it's simple, but it's so true. The best piece of advice that I've gotten was to just be consistent. Whatever you do, if you choose you're going to do something, stay consistent with it, because you may not have the answer right then and there about how it's going to turn out, how you're going to bring your ideas to fruition, how you're going to monetize your ideas, how it's all going to go from A, B to equal C. But if you have the consistency in mind, you know what you want out of it, and you're determined to find a way, everything will fall in place. But the consistency, without that, you're nothing. It doesn't matter if you're the most talented person in the world. If you're not consistent, it doesn't matter, especially in this fast-paced environment that we call the internet, that we call the culture of this music, this media, and social media.
So consistency is key.
Yes, sir.
That's a whole fact. If you could change one thing about this industry, what would it be?
People are watering down the idea of quality and just putting products after products after products out after each other, and they're thinking that by doing the same thing as one another that they're going to be able to get somewhere. I think real music comes from a genuine place in somebody's heart. You have to really show your character. You have to stand on who you are as a person. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. And if you're not standing for something, you're standing for nothing. And this whole music industry, you know, there's a lot of people who are just standing for nothing and just need to sit down. You feel me?
Wow, you got a heavy rebuttal right there, man.
Yes, sir.
You have
we have interview. You fucked up the whole interview.
Me?
You just messed it up. It's ruined. No,
it's ruined.
I'm just playing with you.
You just
Y'all
fucked
live right now?
We're not live.
Yeah, it's like 100,000 people.
It's like
You ain't shit, Sleep.
it's like 300 though.
Yeah.
It's like
Y'all can see how many people's on there?
Yeah, come check it out.
Yeah, come check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Say hi to the world.
What's that world?
There's nobody watching.
Yeah,
Nobody watching. It's pre-recorded. We got the editor of all editors.
Sleepy.
You grabbed my sneakers out the car.
Yeah.
Right.
I got another question for you, Sleep.
Yes, sir.
What inspired you to do music?
Oh, that's a crazy question, you know, because
I'm pretty sure you get asked this all the time, but like I really want to know what inspired you to do music. Like what inspired you to the first time you ever grabbed that mic?
That's crazy. You know, it's crazy because I've always kind of known I wanted to do music. Like literally since I was 4 years old, like there's pictures of me. I used to draw myself a fake mustache. I called myself Paco. I would walk around some fake chains and shit, backwards hat. I just knew it. I don't know. And then I'll say, I always just started writing. I was always kind of into music. My influences on music, you know, were like people like Nas, Wu-Tang, Eminem, or some old Logic, you know, Busta Rhymes, all those types of things. My mom, she used to teach hip-hop dance classes.
Take us on a cycle of the way Sleepy create his rhymes.
A lot of times, things will just come to me out of nowhere. Some people I feel like fellow artists around me. Sometimes people will take a week to write a song, a month to write a song. Even if it's a day to write a song, they have a very calculated, premeditated process behind it. Me, I can just hear a beat sometimes, or anytime I write, you know, when it hits right, and it's almost like the words rhyme themselves and everything falls into place. Like I can write a song and as soon as like 5-10 minutes, and I've done it, you know, I've written songs in the studio and just right there, put it on the album, you know what I mean? Like over time, I feel like it's been a natural process that has come to me through not only just kind of like breathing and living music overall, but just kind of, you know, like I said, being around that and, you know, actively, like I damn near thinking rhymes. Like I'll be driving or I'll be walking and I'll just see something and just think of 10 words that rhymes with it, or I'll just, you know, like weird things, you know. It's interesting, like you know, my father, one time I was having a conversation with him and he had said something to me like, you know, nowadays people are putting, you know, broken bodies in songs when they used to put their broken hearts in songs. And one of my Thoroughbar Thursdays, one of my freestyles, I had said spoken art. My father said when he grew up, inside of songs, they put their broken hearts. Not broken bodies, rap game hungry, give them food for thought. My name ringing multiples, I'm something like an Audi car. Turn a G-Shock to a Rollie to an Audemars. I love ones locked behind the bars for serving bars and trapping hard. Tweaking out and playing God like motherfuck your entourage. You know this the anthem, if you swiping, selling trapping cards. Look, now I'm just playing, it's the real deal. No, it ain't no pressure if they packing, got that real seal. And just a muzzle flash and pulse reactions get too real still. Don't take a fucking man to pull that trigger to feel the real steel. And I started going and I was watching The Matrix, so I was like, you want the red one or the blue pill? Shit, I popped them both, but I ain't noticed what they do well till Morpheus doubled me up. Said I take drugs and gave me 2 pills. 2 blues in the system with 1 red, it got me too chill. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just kind of came to me. You know, I kind of hold on to pieces of wisdom people give me over time. Kind of just use current events, current moments, just kind of really dive into that and execute. You know what I'm saying?
That's so fucking that was a whole
yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, I like that.